Hey everybody, it's Eric.
This is Glenda.
We are D&D Miniature and Board Games. So, a few years ago we did a Kickstarter called, what was it?
Solar Flare.
Solar Storm.
Solar Storm.
Yes. Now this has kind of become one of our games that we actually do play quite a bit. Kind of like, what is the...
The fireside thing.
Carthage.
Oh, Carthage, yeah.
I can never remember the name. Carthage, Play Game, Solar Storm. Now Solar Storm is one of the ones that we pull out because it's quick. You can teach anybody in a few minutes. It runs really well, and you can tone it up or tone it down as much as you want. So, this was the competitive, the cooperative.
Which one is it, Eric?
Cooperative. Their newest Kickstarter, Solar Sphere.
Sphere.
This is what happens when you're doing one at 11 o'clock at night, folks. Solar Sphere. This is their competitive.
So you think we're going to like it?
I don't know.
Okay.
But if you folks want to see what's inside,
stay tuned.
So, Solar Sphere. Before we open this, because we liked Solar Storm so much, I kind of went with the natural assumption we would probably like this one. And with Solar Storm, well, we got the game mat with it. So I went ahead
and purchased
the game mat for this.
Yes. Why not? Because we play it a lot.
And it's tightly wound, so I was hoping I'd just be able to pull that piece of cardboard out, but it ain't going to happen. So, this was a game mat that comes with it. And just like with Solar Storm, I am having a horrible time remembering names tonight. Just like with Solar Storm, you do have the different card locations.
Yeah, you can
the hexes on the sun. So I mean, it's got. That was what we liked about the Solar Storm mat, was it had a place for everything, and the setups were really easy.
Correct.
And that also assisted us in teaching other people how to play the game. Though, if I remember correctly, it was about half the size of this mat.
It's not. That's what I was gonna say. I don't remember this long.
No, this is a bigger game. Plus, you have Kickstarter exclusives, and you have the expansion.
Oh, it was meant. Huh?
Yeah, it'll. I think you can actually iron these. I've never done it before.
Well, I'm not gonna try like ruin it. So.
I don't think you have it on super high heat, but
blow dry maybe. Okay.
All right, so we'll go in the Solar Sphere. So the rule book, that's interesting. It has a texture to it.
Yes, I was just gonna feel it. And remember, this is 13 and up, 60 to 120 minutes, 1 to 4 players.
Which means, yes, folks, you can play this solo. And in the back of the rulebook, right here, is the solo mode.
Oh, yeah.
And you can set the difficulty level as well.
A nice textured one. You can smell
almost like
everything.
Rubbery.
Yeah, I like that. I like this. I think it can stand coffee or juice or tea. Some accidents. So
there's quite a bit of components. I mean, this box, they've made use of every space in this box. So first we've got the tokens here, and they're just falling out. So the die cuts on these are really good.
So those tokens, it could be the 4 faction markers.
You've also got these right here.
And then that's what I've said. You have the round one, and then you have the square, which is the score marker. Plenty. Different kinds.
And you do have... You have a 6-sided dice, which is a 0, 1, and 2 here. You have different colored dice, because if I remember from what I was reading on this, this is like a dice placement. And then you have some non-see-through of the same colors.
More solid. So 4 ship dice, 3 transparent dice, and 1 opaque die.
Alright. And we have.
45 resources.
So what are the?
You have 15 of that.
Ore?
50, ore, 15
Okay.
gold, and 15 the crystal.
Well, I see. Is it crystal? Is the green is crystal?
That's what it says here. Crystal.
And that's the gold. Okay. And then these are the crystal right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I tell you, at first I thought these were bushes, but I guess they're like. I can see where they would say crystal with them
Yeah,
as well.
no, green.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was thinking like this different.
Resources, which makes sense.
All right, and we got a whole slew of little things here.
Oh, those are the morale markers, which are the heart. You have the
Okay.
heart.
Yeah, got a heart.
Okay, so 4 different colors.
Uh huh.
You have the round ones,
Yeah.
which are the turn order marker.
Okay, and
And what is it?
you got a gear and a square.
So 1 reputation marker. Wow.
That would be these.
The
Okay.
gears. Okay, and then what else?
The squares.
This one?
Yep.
Score markers, which
Alright.
comes in different colors too, on the 4 different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have this stuff here as well,
The solar sphere.
and it looks like it all connects around.
Yeah.
It must go around this.
Yes, around, and you have the solar sphere has the 1 core hex, 18 spear hexes, and 3 border tiles.
Okay.
The
And they're
three
numbered, so
border
you go in
tiles.
in order, and then you have your tiles.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Nice.
Now
when you put
these-
it on the mat, it looks nice.
Yeah. Now these we remember from Solar Storm,
Yes.
because we used a lot of these clear translucent cubes to track the damage on the ships and things like that. What are they labeling them as here? Is there a...
You know what?
Are
I
they
don't
using a
see those
name for the-
crystals.
I see the white ones down there in the corner there.
Those are the drones, apparently.
Okay.
They are the 8 corporation drones.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the solo. Oh no, where is it? 20
Mm-hmm.
drones. Oh, okay, those are
Okay.
different color cubes.
All right. Well, that so far is all of that.
That's awesome, though. Here.
There's a lot more in this. It looks like there's a lot more development with this game.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wondered they brought it out Solar Storm because it's an easier game, and then
Which
brought
is,
this one out to,
right,
got people
level up.
interested in their type of games there, and then then they jumped to the more expanded
More
universe.
complicated.
So they do have dashboards for each person. So
they
1
call
through 4,
it
right?
the command center board.
Mm-hmm. So you have 4 of them, where you can track different things.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's identifiable. I mean, how they put it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. And then we have the cards.
We have what do you have? 48 crew cards.
Well, I don't know.
What do you have? That's why I said I wonder what you have. Over there. Okay.
Looks like we have a solo. So we have different types of cards here. Now,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
assuming that this is something for tracking for for each player, because there's 4 of them.
So that's the faction. That's the faction track. Is that the one with the dot? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's the
what
faction track. You have this card for solo play. Obviously, you only need 1. You do have these 4 sphere goals right here.
Scoring cards.
Yeah. And then these cards right here.
You have resistance ship cards.
Yep.
18.
Okay. Now what are these things with the different colors on the
Is
back?
that the last one? That, well, this
right
one,
there.
12. Oh,
This
that's
for the
solo
solo?
cards.
So this goes with the
12.
solo play. Okay. And then we have this other set here.
That should be the 48 crew cards.
Okay. I gotta tell you, it never fails. You know, we asked the family members to be quiet. They're slamming doors, and
I don't think Eric,
my phone is going nuts with text messages.
I don't think they hear it. Eric.
Oh,
You
they
don't
hear
have
it.
to tell it.
All right, so these are the crew. So you get 2 different crew cards. Or does it say why, or just that we have them?
No, it says here 48 crew cards, so I guess we have to go deeper into that to find out. We're just reading the components, and there's really
Nice artwork, though. If I remember correctly, we liked this with Solar Storm. It was for what components they had, the artwork was really nice. All right, so that right there is the base game, plus the mat. So I believe these are probably the Kickstarter exclusives. So let's take a look at these first. Might be the social stretch goals. Maybe more tokens.
more hexes.
For maybe a smaller?
Okay. Alright.
Because this gives you a whole another dial.
Another
More
solar spear.
Another spear. Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I did a quick glance at the Kickstarter page today, just so that, you know, we could talk about some of this. But honestly, I don't remember why I have 2 different spears. Maybe it was part of the social goal. Social stretch goals, who knows. Because I think this did have social goals, if I remember correctly.
How long ago is this?
I mean,
Not too long.
a year? 2? You know, it's so hard to tell with COVID how long things work.
Or it's just hard to keep up when you have a lot of Kickstarter.
That's probably more the right answer right there. Alright, so before we pull out this last one, which is the expansions, we'll just go ahead and toss most of this stuff back in the box so it's out of the way. Alright, so the last thing we have here is the Solar Sphere, the Johnny Pax expansions. I believe this is what takes you up so you can play 5 or 6 players.
So it can be more intense. More people.
More people, more players.
More players.
Alright, so the rule book for the expansions. So it gives you the Corporation Robots, the White Dwarf, so it does give you one more right here. That takes you up to a 5th player. I would swear this said it was up to 5 or 6 players. Maybe it has something to do with the robots. I don't know. And you have 4 more tiles for inside your sphere, and then you have more tokens here. These are double-sided. Cuts are pretty good. It just kind of pops right out with a little bit of a push. Nothing major. You do have your White Dwarf Solar Sphere, which fits right there on the map. They even got the expansion stuff on there.
Correct.
You
Well,
got
you know, why not? You know, it's like they really designed it that way.
you got pink dice for your 5th player part of this expansion, and you've got your tokens for the colors for this player, which I can't remember, was it
have
resource tokens or
pink.
something? Was that what theirs were called?
Yeah.
Alright, now these are the tokens for the robot characters. Right there.
Nice.
And you have the added tokens you need, which gives you the So it had the health token, the round token, the square token, the gear token. Then it has your gold, your ore, your crystals, but it also has a couple others here.
Which is
2 spaceships.
You see it?
Right there, survey ships.
Survey ships. Okay.
So it gives you, this one gives you survey ships on top of everything else. Okay, and the last bit of cards that we have. So
Your solo thing. Is
that wasn't
no,
solo.
no. Solo mode. No, that's
No,
the tracker.
these are your solo mode right here.
Yeah, that one.
Those are your solo mode. That's your tracker.
Mode.
I'm assuming this is used for the survey ship, the location card there. And then you have your what? Your other crew cards? Oh, these are the robots.
Gotta have the robots. 10 robot cards.
So folks, that is Solar Sphere.
Sphere.
This looks like a lot more in depth than Solar Storm was. Solar Storm was quick,
It's like run,
fast,
run
played.
away from the solar storm.
But this one, this Solar Sphere seems like a lot more, especially if you add in the expansions. You got your white dwarf and everything that's off here on the side, you know.
There's more thinking involved, right? Looks like it.
We can't have more thinking.
This is going to be more challenging. More planning and competitive.
Competitive.
Nice.
Well, unless you're playing solo.
Yeah. We compete.
So our newest Kickstarter, Solar Sphere. If you liked Solar Storm, check this one out. If you want to see how some of the games play, we do have like 3 or 4 playthroughs. I think 1 or 2 with Glenn and I did. There's a couple with Jason. I don't think John and I ever got to film the ones that he and I did. But we do have the unboxing for Solar Storm as well. So
You can check it out. You like it? You can
buy it.
Oh, this is on retail too.
I think they went to retail, but I believe that you can go and
Their website.
I think there's a link actually off of Kickstarter that you can buy Solar Sphere. And I know when the Kickstarter was going, you could get Solar Sphere and the entire Solar Storm Kickstarter, including the mat for Solar Storm. Which, honestly, when that mat came out for Solar Storm, I remember it wasn't that much more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I got it. I was like, it's not that much. I'll get it. It was the only thing that was really came extra with it.
Correct.
And it was probably one of the better investments we've ever really done with a Kickstarter, and that's saying a lot. That mat really worked well, and it looks like that this mat they've done just as much thought into, so it should work really well for this game as well. And honestly, when I was buying this one, I was like, well, I want the expansion because I really liked the Solar Storm, and with the mat, it wasn't that much more past the expansion, so it was kind of one of those.
Why not?
The mat for the other one worked real well.
I just realized that you put this green thing here that works out. That this stands out more.
Well,
Okay.
I think we were playing a Zombicide game
Was it when you
playthrough, so yeah. And if you stay tuned this weekend sometime, we might actually get Undead or Alive playthrough done and put up, because we did just do the Marvel Zombies Resistance game from Spin Masters.
Which
Spin
we
Master and
really
Simon.
enjoyed, so something you can also check out.
Because, you know what, they're dice chuckers, but we like Zombicide. What can we say? But we're not here to talk about Zombicide. We're here to talk about
Solar, yes.
As always, folks, support your local gaming. We support Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia, and Dan Wolf Games in Griffin,
Wolf
Georgia.
Games.
We just added Dan Wolf Games into this, so you know.
That's your. It might be farther, but hey, that's your.
It might be closer.
Or closer. It's your local game store.
Game on, everybody.
Game on.